Good morning to all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Yes. Reply me. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll wait for 2 minutes and after that we will continue the lecture. Okay. Till the time students will join to this meeting, let them join. After that we will start the lecture. Only 13 students have joined for this meeting. Okay, we will start with the lecture. Let them join afterwards. I'm sharing the screen. Please tell me, is the screen visible to you? Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So, yes, we are discussing about the tenses. Okay. And we have seen the different types of tenses, that is present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay. So there are three main types of tenses that are present, past, and the future tense. And all of these main tenses, okay, all of these three main tenses are having its subtypes. So the main tenses are having different subtypes like simple tenses, then continuous tenses, perfect tenses, and perfect progressive, or yes, perfect progressive tenses. So these are the four types of sentences each tense is having. Okay, so totally we can say that there are 12 different subtypes of tenses, and we have seen the we have completed with the simple tenses. Okay, so simple present, simple past, and simple future we have completed. Also we have completed the progressive tenses. Okay, in the progressive tenses we have covered first tense, that is present progressive tense. Whatever the action that is going on in the present or continuous in the present tense, that action comes under the present progressive tense, and its structure is am is r plus subject plus am is r plus VING. So that is the structure of this tense. Also, we have studied about the past progressive tense. Okay. Also, we have discussed about the past progressive tense, and when it is used to show the action that was going on in the past, or that was continuous action happening in the past. So the structure for that tense also we have discussed about that. The structure of that tense is was subject plus was or were plus VING plus object and complement. So we have discussed about it. Also, we have seen the various affirmative, interrogative, and negative types of sentences. Also, we have studied the different exercises below the tenses. Okay. And we also have discussed about the future progressive tense in the last lecture. So in the last lecture, we have seen what's the future progressive tense and when it is used. So future progressive tense is used for an ongoing action that will occur in the future. So whatever the action that will be going on in the future, that action is called as the action of future progressive tense. Okay, whatever the action that will be going on in the future, ती जी ऍक्शन आहे ती फ्युचर मध्ये घडणार असेल. ओके, असं जेव्हा आपण प्रेडिक्ट करतो, व्हॉट एव्हर वी प्रेडिक्ट that comes under the future progressive tenses. And we have seen the different examples also. Means at 5 o'clock I will be meeting with the management. So the action is not happened. Okay, or that action is also not happening, but that will be happening. Means ती ऍक्शन जी आहे ती काही काळानंतर काय होणार आहे, घडणार आहे. ओके, so for that action we make use of the future progressive tense. Okay, so also we have seen that some of the examples. I will be running a marathon this Saturday. So this is the prediction, that thing we are going to do on the Sunday. Okay, I'm going to run, or I will be running a marathon this Saturday. या सॅटरडेला मी त्या मॅरेथॉन मध्ये काय घेणार आहे, तर रनिंग करणार आहे, पळणार आहे. आय विल बी रनिंग, पळणार असेन. आय विल बी रनिंग अ मॅरेथॉन धिस सॅटरडे. मी या शनिवारच्या मॅरेथॉन मध्ये पळणार असेन, असं जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो तेव्हा त्याला म्हणतात फ्युचर प्रोग्रेसिव्ह टेन्स और कंटिन्युअस फ्युचर टेन्स that will be happening in the past. Okay, any action that will be happening in the past comes under the future progressive tense. Then she will be coming around the mountain. This is also one of the sentences. So we have discussed some of these sentences in the last lecture. The sentence structure for the future progressive tense is subject plus shall be or will be. Okay, shall be or will be plus VING plus object plus complement. So this also we have discussed in the last lecture. The sentence structure for the future progressive tense is subject plus shall be or will be plus VING plus object plus complement. So this is the sentence structure. Also, we have seen what verb we use for which subject, what type of verb we use for which subject. Means for I and we use shall be. Okay, for only I and for only we use shall be. I shall be running a marathon, or we shall be participating in the marathon. These are the two subjects after which we use shall be. And for you, we, for you, he, she, it, and they, we use will be. Okay, so you will be doing hard work, or you will be doing study. Okay, that is the future progressive tense. You will be doing your study or your homework. तुम्ही तुमचा गृहपाठ करत असाल. Okay, so this is the simple prediction that we make each and every day. Okay, so we make use of the predictions on the daily basis, on in the daily conversation or in the daily speaking between the people. We do different types of predictions, and that comes under the future progressive tense. Also, we have seen the affirmative, interrogative, and negative types of sentences in future progressive tense. Means I shall be thinking, I shall not be thinking, and shall I be thinking. These three types comes under the affirmative, interrogative, and negative. So yes, this chart also you have written down in your notebook. Let's move towards the exercise. We left the exercise because of short time. Okay, so let's complete the exercise first, and then we will see the next tense, or we will start with the next one. Okay, so first let's move towards the exercise. Give the answers to me. This time next week we, in bracket, sit at the beach. So this is the simple sentence. Okay, and you will have to use the correct form of future progressive tense to complete this sentence. Okay, so just use the future progressive tense structure for the verb. This time next week we, after we, generally we use the verb that is shall be. Okay, this time next week we shall be sitting at the beach. We shall be sitting at the beach. यावेळी, पुढच्या आठवड्यात, यावेळी आपण कुठं असू, तर एका बीचवर बसलेले असू. दिस इज द प्रेडिक्शन, और दिस इज द थिंकिंग अबाउट द फ्युचर. फ्युचर मध्ये आपण एखादी गोष्ट जेव्हा ठरवतो, ओके, किंवा ती घडेल किंवा ती चालू असेल असं जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो, तेव्हा त्याला आपण सेंटेन्स स्ट्रक्चर वापरतो ते फ्युचर प्रोग्रेसिव्ह टेन्सचं. ओके, so this is the very simple one, first sentence. Then move towards the second one. Let's see the second. At 9 I, in bracket, watch the news. What will be the verb structure here? Tell me. Yes, give the answers. At 9, yes, nobody is answering. Participants, please answer to this. At 9 I, future progressive tense च verb वापरायचं इथं. Okay, tell me what will be the verb. Yes, answer to this question. What will be the verb? Or shall I ask one by one by roll number? Yes, anybody can give the answer. At 9. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please answer to this.
We'll be watching the news.
Here, I is the subject. So will be, though it is correct, I will be watching the news, but very correct, or we can say that accurate answer or accurate verb for this sentence we can use is at 9 I shall be watching the news. Shall be is the most decent, okay? Shall be, use of shall be will be the most decent one in this sentence. So for I and we, generally we make use of shall be, okay? Keep in mind, at 9 I shall be watching the news. 9 वाजता मी काय करत असेन तर न्यूज पाहत असेन. शॅल बी वॉचिंग, न्यूज पाहत बसलेलो असेन. Okay, this is the second one. Then third one, they in bracket dance all night. So what will be the verb here? Tell me. We are using here future progressive, that is shall be or will be plus VING of the verb, that is main verb. So here they will be dancing all night. This is the third sentence, third exercise sentence, that is they will be dancing all night. ते पूर्ण रात्रभर काय करत असतील, नाचत असतील. ओके, किंवा डान्स करत असतील. सो दिस इज द फ्युचर प्रेडिक्शन. ओके, they will be, we are using here will be. After they there comes will be. Then moving towards fourth one, he in bracket not play all afternoon. He in bracket not play all afternoon. Here, what will be the verb structure? Yes. We can use here, he will not be playing. We are using negative of the sentence, okay? We are making negative of this sentence. He will not be playing all afternoon. He will not be playing all afternoon. तो पूर्ण दिवसभर किंवा दुपारी पूर्ण दिवसभर काय करत असेल, खेळत नसेल, किंवा तो काय पूर्ण दिवसभर दुपारी खेळत नसेल, अशा पद्धतीने आपण त्याचा मीनिंग काढू शकतो. देन फिफ्थ वन इज वी इन ब्रॅकेट मीट हिम टुमारो. वी in bracket meet him tomorrow. So what will be the verb here? Tell me. Yes, anybody? We have discussed this also. We shall be meeting. Okay, we shall be meeting him tomorrow. We shall be meeting him tomorrow. आपण त्याला उद्या भेटणार असू. We shall be meeting him. आपण त्याला उद्या भेटणार असू. This will be the sentence structure. We shall be meeting him tomorrow. Then sixth one is tomorrow at 9 I in bracket write a test. Here what will be the sentence structure? Tomorrow at 9 I, yes, reply me. What will be the verb here? Tomorrow at 9 I shall be writing a test. Tomorrow at 9 I shall be writing a test. उद्या 9 वाजता मी टेस्ट लिहित असेन. ओके, टुमारो at 9 I shall be writing a test. उद्या 9 वाजता मी टेस्ट लिहित असेन. ओके, दिस इज द टुमारोज प्रेडिक्शन. उद्या मी यावेळी काय करणार आहे हे सांगण्यासाठी आपण काय वापरतो? फ्युचर प्रोग्रेसिव्ह टेन्स और फ्युचर कंटिन्युअस टेन्स. Tomorrow at 9 I shall be writing a test. Then seventh one is you in bracket eat pizza soon. You in bracket eat pizza soon. Here we can use will be eating. Will be plus VING. You will be eating pizza soon. You will be eating pizza soon. So that will be the verb structure we can use here for this sentence. Yes, so this was the seventh one. Tomorrow you will be eating pizza soon. तू काही वेळातच पिझ्झा खात असशील. ओके, तू काही वेळातच किंवा काही वेळानं पिझ्झा खात असशील. ओके, you will be eating pizza soon. This is the seventh one. Eighth one is she in bracket sleep when you telephone her. She in bracket sleep when you telephone her. So here we will use here she will be sleeping. Okay, she will be sleeping when you telephone her. Okay, she will be sleeping when you telephone her. ती झोपलेली असेल जेव्हा तू फोन केला असशील तेव्हा ती झोपलेली असेल. ओके, जेव्हा तू फोन केलेला असशील तेव्हा ती झोपलेली असेल. शी विल बी स्लीपिंग व्हेन यू टेलिफोन हर. So this one is the eighth one. Then ninth, at 3 o'clock tomorrow he will be waiting for the train. We will use here, or we shall use here, at 3 o'clock tomorrow he will be waiting for the train. Here we are using will be waiting. Will plus be plus VING. 3 वाजता. ओके, उद्या दुपारी 3 वाजता किंवा उद्या 3 वाजता he will be waiting for the train. तो काय करत असेल तर ट्रेनची वाट बघत असेल. ओके, He will be waiting for the train. Just a second. Huh? Hello, sir. Okay. Yes. Thanks for remembering me. Okay. Thank you. So, yes. So, this is the future prediction. Okay. At 3 o'clock tomorrow, he will be waiting for the train. दुपारी 3 वाजता, उद्या 3 वाजता तो काय करत असेल तर ट्रेनची वाट पाहत थांबलेला असेल. At 3 o'clock tomorrow, he will be waiting for the train. So this is also the future prediction. तो दुपारी 3 वाजता ट्रेनची वाट पाहत बसलेला असेल किंवा वाट पाहत असेल. So we are talking about the events or the incidents that will be happening in the future. Okay, that's why for narrating those incidents, okay, for narrating those incidents, we make use of the future progressive tense. Okay, so this is the 9th one. And 10th one is at 10 o'clock tomorrow, he in bracket study in the library. At 10 o'clock tomorrow, he in bracket study in the library. So what will be the structure here? At 10 o'clock tomorrow, please tell me at least one. Yes, tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, he will be studying in the library. Okay, he will be studying in the library. So how to identify whether this sentence is for the future progressive tense? So we can identify it with the some words. Okay, some words or some phrases are there. That is the words like tomorrow, okay, or at uh, night, okay, at night, in the afternoon. Okay, so these are some of the words. With the help of that words, we can identify whether we are speaking about the future or past or present. So for future, okay, for the future, when we use the future progressive tense, we can identify it with the help of their different identifiers like next week or next month. Okay, then all night, all afternoon, tomorrow. Okay, then soon. Okay, these are some of the identifiers. With the help of these identifiers, we can see that when to use future progressive tense, or either we have to use other different tenses. So this is the exercise below the future progressive tense. So write this exercise down in your notebook. Please write this exercise with the blanks. Okay, with the field blanks, write this exercise in your notebook within 5 minutes. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Please write it down with the field blanks. सगळ्या ब्लँक्स आहेत त्या आपण काय भरायच्या आहेत. ओके, प्लीज राईट इट डाऊन. So write down this in your notebook with the field blanks, and also underline those words. Okay, underline the words or use highlighters to fill that blanks also. Okay, so that you will get the meaning of that sentence easily. Okay, so I hope that you have written down this in your notebook. Okay, let's see the whole chart of the progressive tense. Let's study it. Okay, let's discuss that chart. This is the whole chart of the future. This is the whole chart of the progressive tenses. Whatever the progressive tenses are there, that is present progressive, past progressive, and future progressive, all are included in one chart. All are written at one place, that is in one chart. So it will become very easy for you people to compare and contrast the sentences regarding present, past, or future. Okay, so the subject I. Okay, there are 4 columns. I first first column is of the subject, then second one is of the present progressive, third one is of the past progressive, and fourth one is for the future progressive. Okay, so these are the 4 columns. Okay, and in the first there are subjects like I to they. Okay, I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are the subjects, or we can say that pronouns used as the subjects. And in the first column there are the structure of the or verb structure for the present progressive. In the second column there is the verb structure used for the past progressive, and in the third column there is the sentence structure used for the future progressive tense. So this is the chart. Let's start with the first one. I am working. In present progressive, we will say that I am working. In the past progressive, what we can say? I was working. In the present progressive, I am working. मी काम करत होतो. In the past progressive, I was working. मी काम just a second. For the first, okay, for the present progressive, we can't say that I am working, मी काम करत होतो. We have to say I am working, मी काम करत आहे. The action is going on at this instant. Okay, that's why I am working, मी काम करत आहे. This is the present progressive. Its past progressive is I was working, मी काम करत होतो. This is the past progressive, which is used for the continuous action or ongoing action in the past tense. Okay, I was working, मी काम करत होतो. And for the future progressive, what will be its meaning? I shall be working, मी काम करत असेन. Okay, I shall be working, मी काम करत असेन. You can take any verb here. Okay, so take verb as a play or trek or any other verb. Okay, or teach or learn. Okay, So I am teaching. This is the present progressive. This is action which is going on at this time. Okay. I am teaching. मी शिकवत आहे. Then if that action was happened in the past, okay, if that action was happened in the past, means in the last week, okay, for the last week we can say that I was teaching. मी शिकवत होतो. Okay, this is the action which is of the past progressive tense. I was teaching. Okay, so this is the action which is in the past. मी शिकवत होतो. The action was going on. Okay, the action was going on, the action was continuous, but that action was going on in the past. That's why we use past progressive. And for the future progressive, I shall be working or I shall be teaching. म्हणजे पुढच्या आठवड्यात मी काय करणार आहे, शिकवणार आहे. ओके, आय शॅल बी टीचिंग. मी शिकवणार असेन किंवा मी शिकवत असेन. That action will be going on. Okay, so in the next week on the Tuesday during the first session, that is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m, I shall be teaching. मी शिकवत असेन. This is the future progressive sentence structure. Okay, then talking about we are working. This is of the present progressive. Then we were working. This is of the past progressive. Okay, we are working. आम्ही काम करत आहोत. We were working. आम्ही काम करत होतो. We shall be working. आम्ही काम करत असेन. That is the future progressive. We shall be working. आम्ही काम करत असेन. Okay, you can use here learn also. We are learning. आम्ही शिकत आहोत. We were learning. आम्ही शिकत होतो. Okay, in the past or in the last week, what you were doing? You were learning. Okay, so we were learning. This is the past progressive. And in the next week, okay, in the upcoming week, next week, we shall be learning. आम्ही शिकत असू. That is the future progressive. Okay, we shall be working or we shall be learning. These are the sentence structure we use for the future progressive tense. Okay, so this is about the we. Then you are working. This is the present progressive. You are working. For past progressive, you were working. And for the future progressive, you will be working. This is the sentence structure. Here we can say that first you is of the singular. Okay, एक माणूस असेल समोर त्याला आपण you म्हणतो, तेव्हा this is the singular you. And second you is the plural you. Okay, second you is the plural you. Then he, for he we use is, am is are plus V-I-N-G, or yes, am is are plus V-I-N-G. So he is working. This is the present progressive. Okay, he is working. This is the present progressive. And its past progressive is he was working. He was working. तो काम करत आहे. तो काम करत होता. He will be working. तो काम करत असेल. फ्युचर मध्ये सुद्धा तो काय करत असेल, काम करत असेल. He will be working. Then for she also we use progressive tenses. She is working. This is the present progressive. ती काम करत होती. ती काम करत आहे. ओके, ती काम करत आहे. She is working. She was working. ती काम करत होती. She will be working. ती काम करत असेल. This is the future progressive. Then it, for it we use is. Okay, is, was, or will. Okay, So it is working. This is the present progressive. It was working. This is the past progressive. It will be working. This is the future progressive. It is working. This is the present progressive. It was working. This is past progressive. And it will be working. This is the future progressive tense. Then talking about they. So for they, we generally use are. Okay. Are, where, and will be. Okay. So they are working. This is the present progressive. They were working. This is the past progressive. And future progressive is they will be working. This is the future progressive. They will be working. This is the future progressive. So this is the chart. ते काम करत आहेत, ते काम करत होते, and they will be working means ते काम करत असतील. Okay, so this is the future prediction. So this is the whole tense, whole progressive tense in one chart. Okay, so this is very important chart. Please write this chart down in your notebook. Write down this chart. And then we will start with the attendance. Okay, I will take the attendance. Write down this chart in your notebook. So suppose this chart as a what we can say, you that chart, with the help of this chart you can form many structures. Okay, so this is the very identical chart. Write it down very well in your notebook and try to practice different words on this chart. प्रॅक्टिस याची करायची की आपण वेगवेगळे वर्ब वापरू शकतोय का याला. ओके, ट्राय टू प्रॅक्टिस डिफरंट वर्ब्स, मेन वर्ब्स on this chart. For simple tenses also we have discussed the charts. Okay, for simple tenses also we have discussed it. Try to use different verbs. Okay, main verbs, different use. uh, uh, there are many verbs. Okay, for we can say that verbs, there are many thousands of words are there, and you can practice it on this chart. Okay, try to practice many verbs with this chart, one chart. Okay, so that you will make your language better. Okay, so practicing a language, practicing speaking in this language is very much important for you people. So today we have done with the future progressive, okay, and the last chart, that is whole chart of progressive tenses, okay, present progressive, past progressive, and future progressive all in one. This chart is all in one chart. You can use various verbs, okay, for main verbs for this chart. Okay, hope that you have written down this chart in your notebook. Okay, तुम्ही लिहिला असेल हा चार्ट तुमच्या नोटबुक मध्ये. So in this lecture we have studied, or we have discussed about the future progressive tense and its structure. Okay, subject plus shall be or will be plus VING plus object plus complement. We also have seen subject and verb that we use for future progressive tense. We have also done with the affirmative, interrogative, and negative. We have done with the exercise below that, future progressive tense, and in total we have discussed about the future we have discussed about the progressive tenses and its different structures for present progressive, past progressive, and future progressive in one chart. Okay, so this chart is very much important and you have written down this chart in your notebook. Hope that you have written it. So let me first mark your attendance. After that you can leave your meeting. Okay, first I will have to mark your attendance, so don't leave until I mark your attendance. So the present roll numbers for this meeting are roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 36, 41.
30 present, sir. 30
Huh?
present, sir.
Roll number 30 present.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 30 is also present. 30, 31, 36, 41, 42, 44. These are the present roll numbers. Absent roll numbers are 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 27, 28, 32, 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, and 43. These are the absent roll numbers. Has anybody present from the absent roll numbers? Okay, then we'll stop here. We'll start with the next tense in the next lecture. Okay. So thank you for joining this meeting. You can leave this meeting. We'll see the next part of this tenses in the next lecture. Okay. Thanks for joining this meeting.